everyone, I'm Kealy and this is Voice for Creative, and today I'm here to talk to you about the Like So Amazing sewing day and do a bit of a catch up as well. You will notice there's a slightly different look to my video today. So it's nearly a year since I started on YouTube. So it was last May that I did my first YouTube video. And I've noticed recently that I wasn't liking my thumbnail and my intro as much, so I've decided to work with my husband to actually redesign that to have something a bit different, just because I felt like it was time for a change. So it'll still be under the same name, Voice of a Creative, because I really love that still, but actually changing the colours a little bit and just changing it to make it a little bit lighter. I thought it just looked better at this kind of stage after nearly a year. And I have slightly today changed the angle that I'm filming at, and I realised that's because I could stand over there and have full length sections as well, but also sit here and then I don't have to move the chair. And also it means I've got light from the window coming in and light from the light bulb coming in, and hopefully the lighting's a little bit better in the video. So I will be trying out a few different things to just see what works better for the videos. So today I went to Like So Amazing. So it is Sarah's first birthday for her business. So she started this time last year with her online fabric shop, and then she's gradually got to a point now where a few months ago she opened her own actual shop, and there are a few videos that I've filmed about that, and I will just link them below so you can go and have a look at the space. So I decided to book on to go because I wanted to see what the sewing machines were like, and also it's nice to spend some time sewing with other people, and it's just really lovely to just be in a different kind of space to sew as well. So I went today and I had a few projects planned. So I really wanted to take a denim jacket with me. Now I've been thinking about making a denim jacket for a little while, but I know that my sewing machine struggles with denim and thicker fabrics a little bit because it is a mechanical machine. It's not great heavy duty machine. So I knew that the machines that Sarah has at Like So Amazing are a bit heavier duty and will sew through things like that. And I did check with her and she said they sew denim really well. So I planned to take that with me. So the jacket I planned to make was the Audy jacket by Seamwork. And this is a standard denim jacket, and it's got separate panels and collar and waistband and cuff, so lots of details there. And I thought actually it's going to be a lot of top stitching and I would need kind of a more heavy duty machine to be able to do that. So I headed over this morning and I got used to the machine a little bit, and I'll show you a clip of video later to show you what the machine was like. And I met everybody who was going to be sewing that day, and it was really lovely to be in the studio space and just have a great time today sewing. And I did buy some fabric near the end of the day as well. So I'm just going to insert the clip of the machine that I used. So I spent the day at Like So Amazing today for a sewing day, and this is the machine I was using. So this is the Husqvarna Viking. A few different things is it has buttons to put the presser foot down and up, also a cutting tool, which I'm not used to on my machine, and you have to use these specific bobbins. One thing that's really good is you can change on here which fabric you're using, and then it suggests a needle and things like that. So I really enjoyed using that today, and it's definitely made me consider whether I should buy a new machine or not. And then this is the sewing space after a day of sewing. So really lovely space with the machines set out, enough space to work with the workbenches, and you can cut out on the big cutting table in the shop as well. And it was just really lovely to sew with other people. So when I mentioned to Tamlin and Samantha that I was interested in sewing a denim jacket, they suggested the Audy jacket from Seamwork, and we decided that as part of we decided to just do something fun to get our sojo going, to actually all make the Audy jacket by Seamwork and then reveal them on a day later in April. and we've decided to call this Sewing Patterns Together. And it's just something really fun for us to do. So we're sewing the same things, we can talk about how we get on with it. And we've had a great fun organising the Sewing Patterns and Prints Challenge, and that's still going on. This month is Sewing Animal April. But we just wanted something else so we could just experience some new sewing patterns. So this is one of the ones we've gone for this month. There is a second one as well, but I haven't started on mine for that yet, so I will reveal that in a later video. And we're hoping to all get them made and then show on Instagram what we've made this month, so you can see a whole variety of different ones. So I ordered some blue denim fabric from Fabric Godmother, and I will link it below. So it's this really lovely bright blue colour, so I really wanted a bright blue jacket. And I decided, so one side is a bit fuzzier, and but I've decided to use the other side for my jacket, so it's that side. So you can see the texture of the denim there. So that's really lovely. So that's what I've decided. And then for the pockets, and I've decided to line the inside of the back yoke as well, I'm using this. And this is a cotton poplin that I got from Croft Mill, and this is the fabric that I used for my bridesmaid dresses. It is also the lining to my unfinished pair of Ash jeans. But yeah, really lovely lining with that. And I plan to add some hand embroidery of some flowers onto the denim jacket as well, and I just hope that I get round to it. Because I haven't made a jacket like this before, I thought I ought to make a practice version first in some other fabric. So luckily I had some fabric from IKEA. Now I bought this fabric a couple of months ago, or a bit longer than that, to make cushions, but I decided I didn't really want to make cushions out of it. So it's like cotton canvas kind of fabric with teal and then a cream background. And so I decided to cut and make it out of this because I thought that this is kind of a similar weight to the denim I'll be making. And actually when I looked at a lot of the features, some of the things were things I hadn't done before. So I wanted to practice it first before actually making it in the real fabric. However, it was quickly apparent that actually I could do a lot of these things. And so I will just end up with 2 jackets, and I'll put this on to show you in just a second. So this is my jacket as it is so far. So I sewed a lot of this yesterday and then did the finishing touches at Like So Amazing today. And I really love the shape and style of it, and I didn't make too many adjustments. So I haven't finished the buttons yet. So the cuffs don't have buttons or buttonholes. I haven't put buttons on these bits yet, and I haven't put buttons down the centre. And I've still got a few finishing touches to make to it. But actually, all in all, I like the length of it on me. I think it is quite a good length for wearing with jeans and over t-shirts and dresses and things. I did alter the sleeves, so I took 1.5 inches out of the sleeve, which I'm really glad I did because actually they're a really good length for me. So I'm really pleased about that. The one trouble I've got is this bit here. I had a bit of a struggle with the placket on the front here, so I've ended up with a bit of an odd gap, which I need to kind of rectify. But other than that, I'm really pleased with this version. And I managed to do the welt pockets on it as well. And I'll show you this in a bit more detail in my next makes video. So I'm really pleased with the fit of that one. So I just went ahead and used Sarah's big cutting table to cut out the denim, and I managed to sew a few of the seams, but I'm hopefully gonna have a chance to finish it off this next couple of weeks so that I can get that done as well and do some really lovely neat top stitching. I have chosen a light blue thread to do that, so it will stand out but still be kind of in keeping with the fabric. So really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a great addition to my wardrobe for the spring and the summer, especially over like floral dresses and jersey dresses and things like that. And actually it was fairly easy. I took my time with it, looked at the instructions carefully, and there were a few areas that were a little bit confusing, but actually overall I kind of made it work. So I'm really looking forward to making the next one now. So I did end up buying a few things at Like So Amazing. So I sewed for the whole day, and then just at the end of the day I had a look around the fabrics and bought a few things. And some of these were things that I've had my eye on for a while, and so really wanted to get them. So firstly, the patterns that I got. Now these are 2 that I've had my eye on of things to just build my wardrobe and build my skills. And they are 2 Tilly in the Button patterns. And I went for the paper ones in the end just because I'm quite enjoying tracing off the patterns and then still having the large sheet to work from. I do like PDF patterns, but I am finding it a bit annoying sticking them all together. And I'm finding that my printer's not printing them out quite right, and I've tried to use the different settings and it's not quite working. So the first one I got is this one. So this is the Eden coat by Kealy and the Buttons, and I have some fabric from Minerva Crafts that I'm going to make this in first of all. So let me just grab that to show you a second. So I got this fabric from Minerva Crafts, and this is a soft shell fabric, and it's lined with blue fleece on the inside. And it is water resistant as well. I did test it. I just put some water on it and it just kind of balled up and just fell off. So I'm going to give the Eden coat a go in this. So just stay tuned to see how that works out. Hopefully it'll work out well. Everybody who's made it said that it's fairly easy, just you need to follow the instructions. So hopefully that will be a really lovely coat to wear. And I'm hoping to make it with just a very lightweight jersey inside, and then that way I can wear it as like a spring rain mat, so it'll give a bit of coverage but actually won't be too warm because my current coat is way too warm. So the other pattern I bought is this one. So this is the Nest skirt, again by Kealy and the Buttons. And since deciding to make a denim jacket, I decided I also wanted to make a denim skirt. And I really like the look of this one. Whenever I see them come up on Instagram and people say they've made the Nest skirt, I always think it looks really stylish and really lovely, especially with a t-shirt tucked in and with a little cardigan or jumper or something, like a looser fit jumper. So I think this is going to be really cute. And I had thought that I could draft it myself and then use like a pair of jeans for the fly and stuff. But then I thought it's just so much work, and I know Kealy and the Buttons patterns are really drafted well and fit me well, especially on the hips, which is really great. So I'm just gonna make this. So hopefully over the next couple of weeks while I'm home from school for the holidays, I will have a chance to make this. So that's that one as well. Now the fabrics, now I bought 3 different fabrics. 2 of them I've looked at a few times when I've been over to the shop, but the other one is one that I saw on Instagram and said, oh, I definitely need to get that. So this is the first one. So this is this really beautiful kind of green, light green blue colour, and it's a jumbo cord, and I will link all of these down below so you can go and get them yourself if you want them. Jumbo cord is really beautiful and soft, and I really love this colour. It is quite bright for me, but actually looking through my fabric stash the other day, I've got a lot of dark fabrics. And as much as I love navy, coming into spring, I would like some lighter things. So I want to make a pinafore out of this, but I am wondering whether I can make a skirt and a pinafore or something like that out of it. I can always go and get a little bit more if I do need to, but let me know some pinafore suggestions. I know there's quite a few around, but something that would specifically work for the jumbo cord. I have got the York pinafore already, but I don't have any other pinafore patterns yet, but I am willing to buy something if it's going to work really well for this fabric. So that's that one. The next one is this. Now Sarah put this up on the Like So Amazing Instagram, and I thought it was so cute. I had to have it, especially with it being Sewing Animal April. So this is a little cat face with a tiny little crown on. So I love the tiny little crown. I think it looks so cute. And again, in this mint colour, another light colour for me. So I'm not sure what I'm going to make with this. I will probably just go for a Kealy and the Buttons Frankie tee, or an Elliot like sweater, or the t-shirt version. But yeah, it'll just be something just nice and light. I mean, imagine I could be completely dressed like a crayon in these two. So yeah, really beautiful, really high quality cotton jersey as always, and really looking forward to using this. And I might even make something out of this fairly quickly. I just need to wash it first. So that's that one. And the last fabric I bought is one that Sarah's had in for a while, but I keep looking at it and then not wanting to buy it and then wanting to buy it. And the reason for that is because it's a viscose drill fabric, and as you know, I sew mostly in jersey, but I am looking to get a bit more into sewing with wovens, and so I just went ahead and bought it. And part of the reason is because I made the Freya sweater, which is navy with the big red poppies in the fabric from Pin and Sew. I'll just insert a picture so you can see. And I really love the combination of the blue and the red. Now I used to always hate that, but this fabric is really lovely combination of that. So this is the fabric. So again, florals, absolutely love florals, and it's got little butterflies, so I could count it for Sewing Animal April. So we've got lovely blue background with the kind of red orange flowers, a little bit of yellow in there as well. But yeah, really love this. And I think maybe like a shirt dress. I really liked the Audy dress that I just made for wearable patterns. But I'm not really too sure. So if you've got any suggestions of what I could make with this fabric, I bought 2 meters, so that should be enough for me to make most patterns. But yeah, really love that, and I'm looking forward to making that. And I think it'd be really great to make something in that for the spring and summer, because it'll be really comfortable and cool to wear as well. So that's that one. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about was this fabric. So Loubodu Fabrics put a call out for some people to try out some Scuba crepe fabrics, and there was a really beautiful one there which was blue with leaves, and so I said I would like to try that one out, and this is it. So I work a lot with jersey, and I've never felt fabric quite like this before. The traditional Scuba I absolutely hate because it's really thick and literally it would just skip stitches. I have tried sewing it before. I made my mum a dress out of the Scuba fabric, and it was just, it was horrible. Yeah, I just didn't get on with it at all. But this is very different from the Scuba that I remember. So I absolutely love the pattern. So with the leaves and the navy blue, I think that looks really cute. But it is quite thin still. And it's got this kind of crumply texture on it. So I'm not sure what to make with this. I got 2 meters so I can make a dress. I was wondering about combining 2 patterns. So I wondered about, there's a jumpsuit in the Sew Over ebook Work to Weekend, which I've completely lost the name of. I'll insert it so you know what it is. And I was wondering the top of that, but attached to a skirt, maybe like the Joni dress skirt or something like that, because I think that that would work quite well. I think it's got quite a lot of drape, this fabric, so it would actually work out quite well in that. So I'm going to give that a go. If you have got any pattern suggestions, this is quite structured, so you're looking for something that's a bit more structured, but if you have got any pattern suggestions, then please just comment them and I will have a look and decide what I'm going to make. But yeah, actually a really lovely fabric, definitely not like the Scubas that I knew. So that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please press the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to hear more from me. Goodbye.